It may happen during the process of research, it may happen that you may uncover some very confidential information about somebody. Take care not to share this information. Confidential information, confidential dialogue, confidential data should never be revealed. The best thing is before you start the research or during the research or at the end of the research, wherever possible, maximum possible, share the data, take informed consent, do not disclose. Suppose you are undertaking research on organizational policies. You disclose the internal policies of some organization publicly in your thesis. The organization may face some problem later on. Take care. The organization, first of all, the organization should be asked prior to publishing any information about that organization. You should take prior consent if you are giving reference of any organization. If you are giving information about any organization, it is your moral responsibility to take written consent of that organization. And in my opinion, the organization should also be very careful. They should review every information. They should not blindly give a consent. Because sometimes some information can be damaging to the organization later on. If some organization has some policies which is not properly disclosed in proper context, and this is published by you in your thesis or in your papers, it may damage the overall reputation of the organization, which neither you are going to compensate nor anybody else can compensate. So it is very important that we should respect data, we should respect privacy, and we should respect the right of people to decide whether certain data can be shared about them or not. If you are undertaking research, take prior permission before disclosing any information about any organization. This is necessary. If you are undertaking this, preparing a case study, you have to take written consent of that organization that we are. Of course, it's a good thing that you're writing a case study on an organization, but it is important to take written consent before you start writing a case study on an organization. Once the case study is ready, share it with the organization, let them check it, let them verify it. If they say it is okay, then you can send it for publication, then you can incorporate it in your thesis, then you can share it with anybody else. So it is your duty. First of all, you should share it with that organization, take consent. Thereafter, you should share that data with anybody else. If some negative data is there, you have to give the opportunity to the organization to give justification for that. The justification of the organization should be added there. You don't have the right to malign or to damage the reputation of any organization. Your research is not similar to journalism. Sometimes some researchers think that if journalists can report anything about an organization, we can also do that. No, you should not. Your role is not that of journalist. You should not compare yourself with the journalist. You have to bring truth, but that doesn't mean that you can disclose any information about any organization without their consent. So these are very subtle issues every researcher should abide. What exactly is a case? A case study is detailed first-hand data about an organization, giving comprehensive data about that organization. Of course, with due citation, with proper citation, you can also share some published data also for discussion, giving proper citation or taking proper consent from the publishers. So case study enables an individual to experience a phenomenon. The reader of the case study is able to experience the situation, the same situation which is prevailing in a given context, and can suggest or can take decisions or can give alternatives for that decision. So case study is primarily a tool of management education. The primary goal of case study is to develop decision-making skill of students. When the students read a case study and they are able to experience, they are able to experience in their mind the given situation. This is like a role play. And at that time, they have to become a decision maker. If they are the CEO, if they have to think like a CEO, they have to think like a CEO, imagine about the entire situation and take the right decision. Their decision making skills are analyzed and the professor starts guiding them how to improve their decision making skill. These days, case study method is widely used in research. So if you are a researcher, you have multiple choices. Case study method is one such method. As a researcher, you have plenty of methods. You can choose the method which is most suitable in a given context. You can undertake experimental research, you can undertake survey-based research, you can undertake case study research, you can undertake observation-based study, you can organize focus group discussion. There are plenty of methods. All these methods, in fact, I will suggest you should use multiple methods. Using multiple methods will help you in data validation, in validation of your research. You use three methods and all three methods generated one finding. That means there is some validity in whatever you are trying to study. You used three methods, all three methods led to different outcomes. That means you have to again explore the issue, probably find out what's the matter, probably use some other method to explore the truth, because this may create confusion. You used three methods, two of them gave one result, third gave other result. So there is little bit more validity in the two methods which are giving same outcome. But still you have to check. You may use one more method to again identify the truth. So multiple methods can help you in validating your findings. That will give greater value, greater validity to your research process. The most important task in research is reliability, validity, generalizability. You spent enough time in validating your research tools, validating your research process, validating your research findings. If through your research, through your comprehensive hard work, you are able to validate research findings properly, The efforts will be rewarding. The efforts will be appreciated. The other researchers will take inspiration from you. So you should not focus on increasing the quantity of research, but increasing the quality of research through improved validity, reliability, generalizability, so that other readers, whosoever reads your research paper, appreciates your contribution.